Hello, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Zulfikri bin Damit. So today I will be present my speech, which is factors on why corruption occurs. So for my speech content, I will have the first one as attention getter, second one which is reason to listen, third credibility statement, fourth three main ideas, fifth will be database, index, or just analytic data, and the last one will be my conclusion of my speech. So we're gonna start with attention getter. Why corruption? Corruptions are always a game for every nation. It happens in or out of work, business, and mostly politics. Malaysia, our country, is one of the most corrupted countries across Asia. Thus, from that, we could analyze the reasons or factors on why the corruption occurs. The reason to listen. Corruption will never meet an end. It's bad. It's totally bad. So, by learning, or listening on the ideas on why corruption occurs, corruption happens, we can have such bright aspect in ourselves from doing nor dealing with any of those activities. With credibility statement, why do I want to give a talk or speech about this topic? Because I have always been fascinated with the activity and trying to learn more on why it occurs around people. So I list out the factors which might assist me more on having such knowledge. First main idea, which is political and economic environment. The phenomenon of corruption is strongly influenced by the political and economic environment. The more is the economic activity in the country regulated and limited, the higher the authority and the power of officials in decision making, and the greater the possibility of corruption, since individuals are willing to pay or offer payment in order to avoid restrictions. A great potential for corruption is especially there where the officials are under the regulation, given the opportunity to decide on the basis of discretion. Main idea is transparency of rules, laws, and processes. In many countries, the lack of transparency of rules, laws, and processes creates a fertile ground for corruption. Rules are often confusing. The documents specifying them are not publicly available, and at times, the rules are changed without properly publicized announcements. Laws or regulations are written in a way that only trained lawyers can understand and are often conceptually and not just linguistically opaque about important aspects, thus leaving grounds for different interpretations. Processes or procedure on policy matter and other actions, as for example, for competitions for public projects, are equally opaque, so that at times it is difficult to understand the process that was followed before a decision was reached. Last main idea, examples by the leadership. A final contributing factor is the example provided by the leadership. When the top political leaders do not provide the right example, either because they engage in acts of corruption or, as is more often the case, because they condone such acts on the part of relatives, friends, or political association, it cannot be expected that the employees in the public administration will behave differently. In some countries, the leadership has been somewhat indifferent to this problem. So we go to the database as shown in the diagram of Corruption Perception Index in Southeast Asia in 2022. The index score revealed that Malaysia is nearly at the top of the chart with 47 scores. Top two hires. For conclusion, corruption occurs because some individuals are willing to use illicit means to maximize personal or corporate gain. However, in order for the individuals to become involved in corrupt activity, circumstances must exist which do not prevent or discourage them from doing so. Thank you so much.